Okay. Thank you so much, all amazing panelists. So, in this session, we have a limited time, but hopefully we can meet the expectation. And then, to get us started, one quick question for each panelist. Please have a short introduction and give a short answer. What is the main problems in Indonesia food system or global food system that you are trying to solve right now? Okay, start from Pak Hilman. Please, Pak Hilman.
Thank you. So I think, thank you everyone. So I think I would like to start with introducing myself and the company. So I'm Hilman Simanjuntak. I'm from Zurich Syariah. So for everyone who never heard about Zurich, we are not an agri-tech company. So we are an insurance company. But why we are here? Because we have the same interest with all of you guys to provide a complete solution to support and to help our farmers, Indonesian farmers, especially the small farmers who has very small, farm area. So, the reason why we are Zurich here is because we know we want to have a contribution to support the economy, to support the people in Indonesia, and we understand that there are some commodities that actually Indonesia are one of the largest contributors to the world, like coffee, cacao. So we identified that if an insurance company wants to be part of that solutions to support the farmers, to provide a complete support, we need to be in the ecosystem. An insurance companies cannot stand alone if we want to really take part on that. So that is why I decided to join this forum. Even though we are not an agri-tech company, but we understand that we need to, work with you guys, collaborate with you guys. So that's actually one of our basic thought on why we want to be here, because our farmers actually we need to give them more insights for a complete or integrated solution to support their life.
Very nice. Thank you, Pak Hilman. Rahul, please.
Thank you for inviting me. So you're not an agri-tech, but I'm not. We're not even from the agri industry actually. So I represent the mobile industry, and for the next maybe 20-30 minutes, however long we have, I'll spend justifying why I'm here. But let me just say this: that within the GSMA, we have a foundation, and within the foundation, we have an agri-tech program, which has been operating for about 10 years. It's been supported by donors like FCDO, USAID, Gates Foundation, CEDA, GIZ. And what we try to do is, in fact, address the same segment, which is smallholder farmers. And we're trying to solve the problem of access. Right now, access is access to information, access to credit, access to inputs. These kind of problems are very fundamental to smallholder farmers. And then on the other side, there's the agri-techs. It's really hard doing business in this segment, and trying to sort of understand how they can scale is the other part of the problem we're trying to solve. And I would say that in about the 10 years, we've impacted the lives of about 16 million smallholder farmers.
Okay, thank you, Rahul. So, Hilman from the insurance agri, Rahul from the telcos, sort of. Please, Pak Adrian.
Okay,
this
thank
is
you, Robert.
Real agri-tech. Okay.
Okay. So actually, as the company's name, Kreasi Pangan, is actually means food creation. Yeah. I think when we talk about the food supply chain in Indonesia, the problem statement is already agreed. Yeah. Number one is very fragmented. Number two, more than 80% of the supply chain players in Indonesia is still operate by informal sector, causing inefficiency, waste, high cost, and so on. Yeah. But I think the real problem is that if we want to solve that main problem, you will end up with you will have to managing 20,000 to 30,000 products. Food, yeah, staples, dry goods, fresh, frozen, import, locals. So if we want to achieve a sizable business in food supply chain, you will end up managing 20,000 to 30,000 products. You will have to master first mile, mid mile, last mile, logistics, not to mention warehouse and also cold chain. And you will have to also have presence in general trade, modern trade, and also B2C. Yeah. Once we master all of it, then you will unlock the growth potential. Yeah. That's why that's what Kreasi Pangan has been focusing on for the last 8 years.
Wow, sounds complicated, but it's very...
When it's very complex, then there's opportunity.
Yeah, huge opportunity. Okay, Dave, please.
Yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Dave Bengardi. I'm currently the CEO of Agricon. So Agricon, I don't think we're conventionally defined as agritech, but I do think of us as an agritech company. So we've been around for 56 years. Our core business is in agri-inputs. So we develop, we research, we produce, and we commercialize agriculture inputs, mainly pesticide, corn seed, and some very specific fertilizers. Why I say we're agritech, I think we've made a name for ourselves introducing patented products into the market. That we, to answer your question, Robert, that what solutions are we trying to solve, right? Like what are we solving in the Indonesian market? I think what we're solving really is yield maximization and also yield protection, right? With climate change, with a lot of the things that's going on with planting, it becomes very tough for the farmer to think about yield maximization as well as yield protection. And for us at Agricon, that's really what our main mission is, that we introduce products, we introduce technology, and we work together with the world. We've introduced products from Japan, we've introduced products from the US, from Europe, but really the core of it is introducing technology to farmers in Indonesia for them to maximize their yield. And I think a result of this business model is that we've spent the past 56 years educating farmers, right? That we are able to have that touch point with the farmer, and we're able to educate the farmers as to, hey, this is how you should be using the products, this is what you should be doing in terms of agriculture practice. So really, I think two things that we're trying to solve. Number one is yield, but number two is agronomic practice. That Pak Tommy mentioned, you have to rotate your crops. If not, you have a lot of these issues. I think a lot of these things are things that we know, but things that farmers maybe need to be educated on or farmers need to be reminded on. And that's where we come in with our team and our field presence.
Thank you, Dave. And Agrari is one of Dave's customer also. Because of his product, our yield can increase almost double. So thanks to Dave. And also thanks to Andy who connecting us. I know Andy is very, very selective to pick the panelists who are not only talking about the innovation but already make the impact in the field. And then let's move forward to the second part. So when we talk about the technology in farming, learn innovation in farming, it must solve the real farmers' pain points and give the immediate return on investment, because farmers cannot wait too long. And then, Pak Adrian, your solution address supply chain inefficiencies. And which critical inefficiency are you solving that traditional players have overlooked?
So actually, the way we see is that when we see into its components, I think we can find a very good business owners in this sector. Yeah. We can find a very good melon farmers. we can find a very good chili farmers, we can find a very good onion farmers, yeah. But berapa kan how they can scale up. So the problem is that for also in the logistic players, yeah, if they want to scale twice, 3 times, 4 times the business growth, they will need assurance or guarantee that the logistic infrastructure can utilize with all the products coming in from upstream to downstream. And also if you are in the sales or trading businesses, you want to grow, you will need to expand regionally. When you have planned to expand regionally, you will need logistic presence in there. Yeah. So actually what we are trying to see is that if we want to unlock the growth potential for each player, we will need to do it synchronously. You want to double the production, you will need to double the logistic, you will not double to the sales. And you cannot do it alone. Yeah. That's why in Kreasi Pangan actually we are playing role as an orchestrating to unlock growth potential. Yeah. We are connecting the best business owner in the upstream, we connect them to the best player in the supply logistics, and we connect them with the best trading partners in the downstream. So we are becoming the orchestrator and we digitally connecting all the players.
Okay, that's very crucial role. Thank you, Pak Adrian. To Hilman, your parametric insurance model is one of the groundbreaking solution. And how is it different from traditional insurance? And why is it more suitable for the climate vulnerable smallholders, like you mentioned?
We want to get in touch with small farmers, with people in rural areas. We want to introduce actually a new financial product to these people. So we thought that we need a simple product with innovation, support by technology, so we can provide also a simple process. So, and insurance companies is actually we are not selling tangible goods or products. We are selling promises that in the event of our customers something happened to them, we are going to support them. We provide financial protections. So if we want people to start buying our product or start using our services, firstly we need to get the trust. So we thought that if we want to get the trust, we need to introducing something simple, in explaining the product and also the process. So the difference in our product compared to the traditional insurance product is usually based on indemnity. So it is based on reports that people having a loss. But in parametric product, our customers doesn't need to report a loss because it is the insurance benefit we will give them whenever the parameter that set up get hit. So in this our pilot project, we are introducing the parametric insurance product weather index for coffee farmers. We started in Bener Meriah, Aceh. So we at the beginning we need to identify what are the parameter, and in this case are the level of the rains. So for coffee farmers, the risk that they are facing is two risks. At the process of developing the fruit, they need enough rainfall, or else it will impact their harvest. On the process of harvesting, the risks are if it is heavy rainfall. So we identify the parameter, the level of the rain that can impact their harvest results. So when we identify that whenever the parameter is hit, the insurance benefit, we will give it to them automatically. They don't need to file any reports. So these are the difference, and it's quite easy to explain it to the farmers. I mean, we want to really expanding our services to the underserved people.
Wow, interesting, Pak Hilman. So I think Agrari should have your insurance, but and yeah, Pak Hilman can pack can pack the complicated insurance product and can easily deploy in the farmers level. That's amazing, Pak Hilman. Thank you. And Dave, Agricon has been trusted for over 56 years. What is one traditional practice you have successfully innovated, and how did you get the farmers to adopt it?
Okay, so at the farmer level, right? I think one of the things that we've done or we've tried to introduce is crop rotation. I think this is a concept that in a lot of farmers in Indonesia, it's not common, right? If you go to East Java, where they say it's lumbung padi or where the padi is the most intense, they plant padi. And that's, over time, our soil becomes increasingly poor, right? That the macronutrients in the soil becomes unhealthy. And I think for us that, I don't think it's super digital. We're doing things like IoT at the farmer level where we're telling the farmers, hey, this is the composition of your soil because of your farming activity. And we, over time, the first go, the farmer will be like, okay, that's good for you, that's good for me, interesting data, sure. But I think over time, as you show them the change of the soil composition, as you show them the change of how their yield is going, they start to really think, right, that, hey, maybe we should be introducing better practices. And of course, this takes time. Farmers in Indonesia, the average farmer here, maybe have a hectare. A rich farmer in Indonesia is 2 to 5 hectares. Maybe you have some really, really big farmer at 80 hectares. But really, the small farmers are half a hectare. And for them to adopt change and for them to do anything that's very technologically advanced, shall we say, it's tough. Right, so we start with something very simple, with something IoT, that's technology that was not available to us 20 years ago, 30 years ago, but now it is. And we're using that data to really teach our farmers that, hey, you could be doing this better, you could be trying to do something better, and you could really try to have a more comprehensive solution for your plot of land. You can have rice, then you can have long bean, you can have shallot, and you can have this rotation where your land is much healthier, and over the long term, it becomes a much healthier business cycle for the farmer. So that's definitely something we're very proud of, that we've been able to change farmer habits through education and through increased technology.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay, the next one, Rahul. You see digital transformation across many countries, and can you share one or two examples where mobile innovation dramatically improved the farmers' livelihood?
Sure. Actually, that is what we do, so I'm very happy to talk about that. But just let me say, what is digital agriculture solutions, right? What kinds of solutions there are? There could be supply chain management. There could be digital advisory, so giving information to farmers. It could be access to credit. It could be access to market linkages. And then there's what Dave mentioned also, smart farming, using IoT and sensors. So this is kind of the range of solutions. And I'll give you a little bit of the progression of the program as well, because I think it's very interesting to see how the solutions have changed over time as well. So in 2015 to 19, we supported Telenor Pakistan for their Kushal Zamindar program. And this is basically a digital advisory service. It was run back then, you didn't have too many smartphones, so it was all run over SMS, IVR, outbound dialing, it's the very basic stuff that you kind of maybe don't remember anymore. But that's how it was run. And they also had these weekly live shows to talk to a local expert, right? So over IVR. So very basic technology, but in about 2 years, they signed up 2.9 million farmers to this program. Yeah, and of course, they've grown since then. In that time, the farmers, when they were surveyed, more than half of them said that their income had increased. About more than 3/4 said that they'd actually made a change on the farm, in farming practices because of this program. So I think that's one example, but it's from before. And then we talk about a somewhat more recent example from Indonesia, Coltiva. So we supported them in 2019 to 22. They developed a suite of digital agricultural solutions. So traceability, they've got an advisory service, procurement service, and the procurement service also allows the procurers to pay them through cash or digital payments. And this information can then be used to provide them with loans and insurance services, etc. So in about by 2022, Coltiva had signed up about 400,000 farmers, which is a significant number. I mean, frankly, in the terms of the millions and millions we have here, it's a very small drop in the ocean, but it is significant for an agri-tech who's starting out. And 60% of their subscribers said, we perceive an increase in income. So that's the kind of impact you want to have. And so that's 22, and now you talk about AI. AI is all the rage. We are currently actually doing a research report on Indonesia, on small scale, on smallholder farmers, and to see what the impact of AI can be to their incomes. And there are other, I'm happy to share if you have more time, but happy to share another example from India. I mean, you can look at Farmer Chat is an AI bot. Supports multiple languages, which for a country like India is really important because there's so many languages. You can input through multimedia, so it's not just text and voice, but you can actually input through multimedia, and it gives you advisory services. So gone across to several countries as well.
Okay, interesting. So the committee already told me that we have 5 minutes left. Okay, so the last session about the collaboration playbook. So in Agrari, we really believe that this sector we cannot do it alone. So we need to collaborate. And to wrap up and make your final sentence, so please. What is your thought about the collaboration and how to achieve the sustainable collaboration? I want to give this question to Dave. Please, Dave.
All right. I think for me, there's really more than enough room in this agriculture value chain for everyone to win, right? I think, of course, the theme is vertical integration and trying to do everything yourself. But really, in Indonesia, realistically, it's tough. We have 15, 17,000 islands, depending on which agency you check. It's really tough to really do everything yourself. And I think for me, it's getting people together like this. So thank you very much, Pa Andi, for us to really understand where everyone is. But for me, myself, I think there's really just a lot of room for us to collaborate and a lot of room for every player to kind of have their own share of the pie. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dave. Pak Adrian, about the collaboration and traditional supply chain actors like Tengkulak, what is it? The middlemen, yeah, are deeply rooted in the farmers level. So, how do you enter without being seen as a threat, and how do you build the bridges?
So actually, the middleman is not all about the negative perspective here. Mm-hmm. The way we do it, actually, for the whole supply chain, first of all, after the harvesting part, there's a sorting, grading, packaging at the local farming site. That's where we see that the middleman can contribute the value, But we need to teach them and to apply our procedures, our standards to, and upgrade the skills of the middleman, And if that succeeded, then we can go along very well.
So you don't see the middleman as a threat, you can collaborate with them as well.
Yes.
So the same as I did, because middlemen already have long history with the farmers. Okay, Pak Hilman, as insurance literacy is still very low, especially in the farmers level, and how do you scale this kind of innovative or parametric insurance through collaboration with the agri-tech platform? Is there any possible ways?
The penetration of insurance industry to the national GDP is less than 5%. People who have insurance product is very limited, let alone the farmers. So definitely, when we want to get in touch with the farmers, it's the matter of awareness building and trust building, so that they can really understand that we are there to help, not only to get businesses to get profits. And we learn that for insurance companies, we cannot come there alone. We need the collaboration with everyone. We are collaborating with banks. We are collaborating with multi-finance companies, collaborating with all the stakeholders that supporting the farmers, including agri-tech companies. So from me, I think I would like to convey a message to everyone here. So if you want to complete your solution to the farmers with financial protection, we can collaborate. So I'm available to discuss everything. And I think one important thing that if we want to come to the farmers, we are now introducing something new to them. So I think we need to treat them as people, not only as potential customers, not only numbers. We need to treat them as people, so they know that we come there to get to know them, to get to know what are their pain points. So we sincerely and authentically want to provide complete solutions to them. So I think that's what we need to do.
That's a perfect point for leading to the conclusion. Thank you, Pak Hilman. So the final question to all panelists. The future of food resilience is not about the isolated innovation, but interconnected platform and trustful partnership. So in one short sentence, so what is the single most critical action that stakeholders must take to accelerate the Indonesia food resilience? So, Pak Rahul first.
In one sentence, okay, yeah. That's a tough one. But I would say, just picking up from the point that was made here, it's about, especially for digital adoption, awareness, trust, and having a partner in the community. So whether it's the agricultural extension worker whom the person trusts, right? The farmer trusts already because of a long relationship. It could be a middleman. It could be somebody in the community itself. I think that's probably the most important bit on the smallholder farmer side.
Thank you, Pak Rahul. Adrian?
Yeah, so I think if we want to achieve the food resilience in Indonesia, number one, its components needs to be resilient. So I think please everyone upgrade their specific competencies, their specific knowledge, upgrade the technology. And then the second part is let's collaborate, yeah. Trusted ecosystem, we grow together.
Great. Pak Hilman?
Very simple. Collaboration and keep moving, keep doing it to everyone that we know, everyone that we meet, and with a positive and authentic, intention.
Thank you, Pak Hilman. Dave?
Yeah, I think nothing to add on collaboration. I think, regarding collaboration, very clear that we all have our core competencies and we try to improve there. But what I would say, and sorry to go a little off topic, but I think for food resiliency, I do think that the Indonesian agriculture system needs to come to terms with climate change. That this has become an issue that, I think every single part of the supply chain has to really understand this, that there will be fluctuations in yield, there will be fluctuations in what we're planting, but I think that this is an issue that is only going to build up, and something that we do definitely need to take more seriously. So thank you.
Thank you, Dave.
Sorry.
So, yeah, I don't have enough time to conclude. So, yeah, the last sentence. Thank you all the amazing panelists, all the guests, distinguished speakers, and yeah, let's build the bridge and make collaboration and move Indonesia forward. Thank you so much.